Now in 1939, 1939, it was just 2 or 3 months being with the Germans.
November.
In November. In November they said they'll grab every youngster who was in Mlawa. So my father told us, but all died. You better take my sister-in-law's brothers came from Ripon to us, but take all of you youngsters, I'll hire you a cart, you know, a horse and a cart, and run to the Russian border. There was about 60 kilometers from our town. And well, I know when it will be a bit better, you come and see us right away. It's only a matter of a week, my father said. After a week or two, you come back, we'll be back again. And so it was. I was there and never saw him again.
Is that when you left Mlawa?
That but we left Mlawa when the war started, the first day of the war. But nobody did know that it is a war. We had already the bomb under our head. In every place what we split things, that was burnt out from the bombs. So we didn't have anything in Mlawa. So we went to our nearest township where my mother used to be. We went to my mother's sister, and over there we've been until they took out all the Jews in the center of the street of the town and kicked out.
What interesting stories can you remember? Can you remember any interesting things that happened to you in Mlawa while you were younger?
Well, what I can remember, it's so many years, you know. I used to go to organizations, you know. I was, you know, like everybody. After school I went to the, you know, to be an apprenticeship to photography. I did like that very much, and I was very good. So I done it in 1 year, what some other people do in 3 years. But still I have to be the 3 years. Still I have to be the 3 years. Well, but he was quite happy with me, and he bought me a lot of presents, good ones. Even a golden watch, the first one that I did have in my life.
So people like to gossip, they like to talk.
Yeah, particularly in a small town. I'll give you an example. Maybe some from Mlawa will remember that, and unfortunately that girl committed suicide. She was from a very religious, a beautiful girl. By not allowing her to go in public with the non-Jewish occasion, she had to go in hidden places. In hidden places she had to. So I used to be behind our high school. Used to be a field there, and they used to go out there who want to have a little affair with Jewish or non-Jewish or with the Jewish, doesn't matter where. They used to go out there, and it was an open spaces. And that was one night, and we knew that the parents were very religious, Reinwert. I can remember near they had a store, like a grocery, big grocery store in the corner of our street, not far from corner of Warszawska. Now, I came home, and I said, we would start to talk, and I said, something peculiar happened what doesn't give me peace. We walked out from the garden. It was a big garden right in the city, in the middle of the city. When I walked out was a stand of not taxis, horse and cart, you know what they call the droshka. When I passed, and I could hear that girl ask that driver of that carriage, from which direction a train is coming near. And I stood for a minute and I listened. I said, I'm not going to stay there what she's asking. I'm sure she knows where it is. And I went on. And I mentioned those words to Leo, to my brother. Next morning we heard that she committed suicide. She called a signed taxi, she went to the Mlawa tour where the train goes through it, and she committed suicide. Why? Why the parents would not allow her to go out with a non-Jewish.
The owner of the house